Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be looking at two questions. The first one is why Prince Harry has come out and said that he's used all these drugs and if there's any truth to them. So that's the overall picture of it. And the second part is looking at if there's going to be any consequences for him using drugs, for admitting drug use in more detail. Now, before I start this reading, there is two slides which states the drug laws in the US and the UK, and it also states I got a little bit of information from a visa application site for the USA stating the use of drugs can be a cause for a refusal of entry and immigration to the US. So I found that very interesting. But if you haven't read that, just to briefly skip it over, apart from cannabis, in the UK, everything is Class A that he said he's used, which means it's getting the harshest penalties and they're seen as the most dangerous. In the US, varying state to state if cannabis is legal and to what legal it's. I think in one of the states they're thinking about legalizing magic mushrooms, but apart from that it's illegal across the states, and coke and ayahuasca are also illegal. So let's have a look into it. So why has he done this now? What's the whole point of it? And then we're going to have a look if there's any outcomes to it. So I am using the Rebel Heart Tarot. I'm doing the Celtic Cross spread as always. If you're new here, I do layers to my spread. So I'll do one spread with one question, and then with another question, another querent, I'll do another spread, and we'll see if there's any matching cards, any matching positions, to get a deeper understanding of the situation. So let's have a look and see what the cards have to say about why he said it at this time. Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So is this regarding money? Is this regarding coming and getting some attention? Are you trying to start something new? Are you trying to bring some money in? This could well be archery. I know, why would you admit to taking drugs and it impacting your son? I wonder why this is happening. It's something to do, something to do with the children for some reason. What's crossing him is the Hierophant. Okay, so, you know, we have got structures of government, we have got structures of institutions, like from everything from a monarchy to educational institutions. With I guess it could be a kickback against the monarchy. It could be getting him back into the news cycle. He really just wants to keep disclosing and talking about and highlighting bits in the book that he wants to. I really feel like this is... he's trying... I think this could well be... I think this could well be just an attention grab to sell books, to be honest. The Three of Wands above, there is definitely some passions that have become frustrations. Not as easy as he wanted it to be. People are more or less over it in the English speaking world, that's for sure. I don't know how he's going across the rest of the globe, but there is frustrations there. So I wonder if book sales are not going too well, and there is this reason. This is the reason for doing it and bringing some more money in. This is the reason for doing it. The Three of Wands in reverse there. keep pushing that book, get some more book sales in. Now, it was one of the fastest selling, or if the fastest selling non-fiction in inverted commas, autobiography, whatever. However, there was questions around that because they counted all of the units they'd shipped rather than the actual sales, if you know what I mean. It was interesting how they've done it. So 3 of Cups underneath. Interesting gossip, partying, attention. I really feel like he isn't bothered that he's talking about this stuff. He thinks people gossip anyway. However, I think he is still, he's like, yeah, it's true. Yeah. He's just, I would say there is more to it. I would say that he's probably been a bit hyperbolic, God forbid. But there's definitely, What's leaving the situation? 2 of Wands. Okay. So I feel like he did think it was a good idea to do this sit-down interview with Gabu, the guy with the eyebrows. 2 of Pentacles. Now that's coming up a lot for them. 2 of Wands, it's not frustrations, it's creativity, it's looking out, it's new passions, it's new enterprises, you're trying to get to work with somebody. And the 2 of Pentacles in reverse is saying to me, things are changing, things are going ups and downs, and there is a lot of frustrations with regards to money coming in and getting that balance right. The World, I would like some attention, please. And the Star. Okay. So he feels like he's surrounded by this energy, this kismet. It's almost like he feels like he is in this bubble floating all above us, watching everything go on. The World, he really is disjointed from reality. Now, the point of this is, I really feel he doesn't understand himself, and using all of these stuff and using all of these drugs and everything like that, it's just kind of mushed his brain a lot. He doesn't necessarily, you know, ground control to Major Tom. His brain's out there somewhere. Honestly, it's cold, it's gone. I mean, how the Star and the World, the Star is a very hopeful card, and it is like doing new things and faith and everything. However, it's just amusing to me as a reader. You've got the World and the Star, that's all. The World there, of course, it's a completion. You have everything together. You really think you're doing the right thing. So his headspace regarding this, he has no doubt he has done the right thing. He has no doubt he has done the right thing. He thinks he's on this kind of winning streak. But he doesn't want to get any more criticism. And there's the Chariot in reverse as well. Okay. So, in reality, he is going to have a tough time. There is going to be things he can't balance. There is the 2 of Pentacles coming up. That is a very frustrating kind of time. It's almost like you're seasick in a way, because money's up, money's down, things going all around. Now, I don't think he's short of a few quid at all. However, I think anything he does is never enough. Never enough for somebody. I might actually ask a question around that later on in the reading. The Chariot as well, in reverse there, he is gonna get dragged left, right, centre. He's not going to be able to control what's coming down the tracks. He's more worried about being like attacked than anything else, even though he probably feels quite invincible at the moment. He does feel like he is getting dragged left, right and centre. He will get that in the next 6 months to a year. Something major. Now with the Two of Pentacles, that's frustratingly stagnantly changed. You're not quite be able to get it quite right, which is definitely how he feels about looking at this as the broader picture. This reading is very much, he is doing this for attention. He wants to sell more units. He's quite happy to export. He doesn't think anything of it. It's out there now, and he is just whoosh, away with the fairies. To be honest with you, the Chariot in reverse, he feels very satisfied about all of this. He feels quite happy about all of this, and the Chariot in reverse shows that there is something coming down the tracks that's going to knock him off his little hoofs, and it's going to drag him left, right, centre, and he's not going to be able to control it. We've got more control stuff there. So yeah, let me do now. This is the Lightworkers Tarot, or Tarot of the Light or something. It's a very nice deck. Thank you very much for sending me these decks, by the way, guys. I do appreciate that. It's really cool. So let's have a look. Will he face any consequences for visa entry or entry into the US regarding this? Ten of Swords. I would say somebody out there is done with his BS. There's the Three of Wands. And there's the Three of Wands in reverse there. Interesting. There is definitely this creative power that's really kind of come in, and people are done with him. There's the Star in reverse. That's what we know about it. And the Six of Cups. Okay. So he has tried to get us to go back in and think of his childhood. The Star in reverse is the consequences of this. So he's feeling like the star is shining. He's got all of these wonderful things going on, but it's actually in reverse for his consequences. We also have the Chariot and the Two of Pentacles from the other reading as consequences of this, but this is the consequences of it for the long term. The Star in reverse, it is showing to me there is something cold. It hasn't come off well. There is a detachment from reality. Yeah, it's usually a very hopeful card when it's upright, but it can be a very alien card when it's in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles, what's coming in, what he was hoping for. Really, it's a rehabilitation of his image. He wants to look very grounded. He wants to look like he is somebody who is very relatable, friendly. Of course, he's a Virgo, so Pentacles would be him. So let's have a look and see what's there. Nine of Swords. Okay. So there is going to be some consequences, and it will affect his mental health. He will be feeling done and cooked from all of this. This is not going to last, his world and star feeling, even though he might be feeling it right now, because we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Now, interestingly enough, I do feel like somebody is paying attention to him, and the reason I say that is not only because of the Ten of Swords, but the spidey senses as well. I feel like there is particular attention and detail being paid to him regarding this issue, and I don't know. There's the Page of Pentacles of what's on his mind. Interesting. So the Page of Pentacles, you are looking at that new start. He's wanting to maybe do something, and all of this was to kind of generate wealth and long-term wealth and long-term financial support for his children with Archie. We haven't seen the Queen of Wands yet in this reading. What's on his mind? There's the Hierophant again. Very concerned as well about the royal family and the monarchy, and he will be concerned about, and there's the Chariot, but it's upright. See what I mean about when the cards cross over? I mean, if you've been here for a while, you'll know what I feel about that. But the Page of Pentacles, yeah, it is on his mind. There's something with Archie within all of this to why he's done this. The Seven of Pentacles, he wants this to work long-term money. The Hierophant, this is very much what's on his mind. I do believe that that would be the monarchy. And the Chariot, stuff is going to get out of control. Stuff is going to get very, 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 very messy. He's going to have to try and rein in those horses. But it looks like for the consequences and what's going to happen from it, the Chariot is the outcome. And it's going to be a very, very rocky road for him. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be relaxing. It's going to be, yeah. Let's have a look and see how Meghan feels about this. And then I shall leave you alone for a bit. Okay, let's have a look and see how Meghan feels about this whole thing. This is the Hermit in reverse. This is devaluation of Harry straight away. She's done with him. The Eight of Swords. It's a relief, really, because she can see her way out of a situation with him. There's the Chariot. And there's the bridges you burn, light the way. She's wanting change. She's wanting disruptive change. She's wanting her boundaries moved. She's wanting to keep that moving, keep things going. There's the Seven of Pentacles. Long-term success there. With regarding putting money in, things aren't maybe working as quite as quickly as she wants. There's the Ace of Wands in reverse and Judgment surrounding her. So she is there is control. She is very kind of frustrated and exerting her control around this situation. Judgment, it's the moving, and she wants to move the public's opinion of her, and one of the reasons I do believe that is from what I can pick up now, there is a devaluation going on. She is wanting that Chariot energy to come on in. She is wanting things to get pulled along and dragged along, and this is a long-term goal. The Ace of Wands and Judgment there, she does want him to admit all of this stuff in the public eye. Temperance, what she wants to be looked at is this artistic, altruistic, wonderful, gentle, balanced, all around, almost angelic person she wants to be seen as. And then we have the Hanged Man. Okay, so she's going to get a big lesson. there is a big lesson in all of this, and she is, something is going to happen was just going to kind of foil her plan, and she's going to have to reevaluate and learn from it. I feel like there's a devaluation phase of Harry. Harry doesn't realize it. Harry is being enabled to put all of his nonsense out there, all of his gripes, everything, so people can see that he used drugs, that he has a temper. It's from his mouth. It's in black and white. It is out there. There is only Harry, Meghan and Doria really in this relationship. There is no other family. He is isolated. Doria and Meghan at any time can turn around and say, Harry did X, Y and Z. He's damaged. We had to get out of there for the children's sake. And I really feel like this is part of it, but it's kind of gonna be foiled a little bit. Maybe she's not gonna get as much out of him as she wants. Maybe there is something coming up where we know the coronation's coming up, but she is having to wait. She is having to wait for things to come in. She is having to be patient, and that does not suit her at all. This is frustrating. It's not happening quick enough for her. It is frustrating her. She's a very energy I pick up. She wants instantly to happen. We know she does like planning and strategy, and that is fine, but this part of a strategy isn't working necessarily, and it's not having the impact she wanted it to have quite quickly. So that is very frustrating. I feel like there is just a having to put up with him vibe, to be honest, because we have the Hermit in reverse, which would be Virgo Harry, and we have the Eight of Swords there. She thinks he's a complete clown. And she thought she can get away and out of this with the boundaries being moved there. Yeah. So overall, he is going to have consequences. Some of them are going to be quite visible. The biggest consequence that will come from all of this will be when Meghan uses it against him, and he doesn't realize that yet. I do feel like somebody, however, is keeping an eye on him with regards to his entry into the US. If there is a change of administration, and I mean from Democrat to Republican, he is going to get his collar felt quite a lot in the US, put it that way. Obviously that change isn't within the next year, but there is trouble coming down the line for him. So yeah, there we go. That's what I see anyway. So let me know, you guys, what you see. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to add, anything you take away from this reading. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate all of your support. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.